So it's probable that you're saying to yourself right now, why should I listen to this guy telling me that I should be assertively managing my own money when I'm doing just fine with the way I've been functioning? Well, to answer that question, if you feel that it might be possible to do better than what you've been doing, if you're interested in additional passive income streams, or simply want to learn some street smarts that are not available anywhere else, then I would humbly venture a guess that you're most probably interested in what I am able to share with you. I have been an entrepreneur since 1982 and have been involved in many business startups, management consulting contracts, and various investments. There are many good ideas out there that have unfortunately been put on the shelf or flat out failed simply because of a lack of financial resources at some point in the project. That's a sad state of affairs. It became very apparent to me that a well-financed project is more likely to succeed than an underfinanced one, so I decided to put a lot more effort into the area and came up with a concept that I call self-finance. It came out of one of my projects, which involved bringing some Canadian oil and gas technology to China utilizing American investment money. I learned some very valuable lessons about the stock market and how things really work, since the deal was to be moved into a shell company which was then trading on the OTCBB. Then it was to be listed on the NASDAQ. As a result, I was able to gain direct experience with New York stock promoters, international diplomats, and gain real hands-on experience with the challenges involved in merging multi-cultures into a business deal. I learned directly the realities of what gives a stock value and why. As a result of that experience, I was able to fast-track my own investment focus directly into the areas that would give the largest, quickest returns. Not a fun learning experience, but the results are very valuable in that I have created a methodology that works to meet the self-finance goals and objectives that I have set, which simply put can be described as highest possible return in shortest period of time with very tight risk management techniques built in. So you may ask the question, why would someone go to any trouble to develop an idea like this? My best answer, simply put, is freedom. If any one of you have ever tried to go to the bank for a business loan or have been intimidated by the banker or had to deal with venture capital that clashes with your value system, I don't believe you're alone. The ability to create needed funds rather than borrowing needed funds is truly a freeing activity and opens up creativity in us, since we're not bound by external forces that have a tendency to stifle us when the financial pressure's on. The second answer on a personal level is that it gives us the ability to choose our own lifestyle, which again is a freedom issue. The self-finance concept, of course, can be applied to personal cash management in the same manner as a businessman would apply it to managing his business cash resources. It's important to note that self-finance, being an investment activity, is evaluated in that realm. However, the returns from doing a self-finance project can be compared to creating a passive income business. As a result, from a return on investment point of view, in my opinion, I don't believe that there's anything out there that can come close to the potentiality this idea offers the individual or the businessman. So how does someone become masterful at the activity of self-finance? Well, first let's attempt to put a definition on self-finance. We'd say it's an activity that's initiated by a business or individual in a project format designed to generate a predefined amount of money by focusing and applying a small amount of cash resources into a highly leveraged and highly managed stock option position using a prescribed formula laid out by yours truly. Technology is a self-finance ally. This possibility was not feasible to the average person on the street until internet and online banking came about, primarily because of extreme timing restrictions due to lack of communication ability. Professional investment corporations position themselves similarly, however they use larger amounts of money which add complications to the activity and also have traditionally functioned from on-site locations, i.e. Wall Street or the New York Stock Exchange building. I'm pleased to say that I'm very confident that anyone that can use an internet computer and is capable of following a series of relatively simple instructions is also very capable of creating and implementing a successful self-finance project for themselves. Mastering it is likely directly related to how much you use it. I believe anyone that tastes some success at this will quickly become masterful because financial rewards tend to be very, very motivating. So the project is to create a specific amount of money for a specific need. For example, you may want to buy a car or need a specific amount of money to start a business, purchase a house, need cash for a retirement nest egg, need cash for an existing business, or you might want to create money for one of your favorite charities. The possibilities are only limited by one's own imagination, since money always seems to be in short supply for most people. The steps are simple. First, we design a master plan which each one of us will create based on our own comfort levels and ability. Next, we will engage our allies, then become familiar with the tools we need. We'll design and structure our stock option trades and then implement them. All we have left to do then is to wallow in the sweet fragrance of success and start another self-finance project if we wish. Sounds simple, doesn't it? It is simple. The difficulty for most people is that they don't have a mentor to point them to the simplicity of it. A person can spend years being lost in the perceived complexities that have a tendency to present themselves to the uninitiated ones in this arena. So at this time, I'm offering myself as a mentor to those that wish to embrace some valuable knowledge which took me many years and lots of money to acquire. Why not fast track yourself into the amazing world of self-finance?